I was one of those kids that did Boy Scouts. So
You're still a Boy Scout.
So,
what happened? What happened in Boy Scouts?
I got my anal hymen popped by the scout leader. But no, yeah. I did a shit ton of camping as a kid, and some as a teenager and shit. So I know the feeling of sleeping on the earth.
And some last week.
Yeah, I took the scouts out last week.
Yeah, Dooo is now the scout leader.
Yeah.
Dude, you got to tell us some Boy Scout stories now. Come on, you can't just leave us on that cliffhanger.
I gotta think. Like, I mean, we didn't do anything like insane. Oh, some kid got stuck in some quicksand mud one time and almost died. That was kind of cool.
Holy shit!
So we camped by this river that had like really unsteady like banks, and so like it was like really like loose mud and shit. And so we were dumbasses, and we were like, dude, let's go down the river that's, like, treacherous and could kill us. And one of the kids got stuck all the way up to his shoulders, that deep in the mud. And so, yeah, it's like worst nightmare shit, right? It's like in the movies where they're, like, dying in quicksand. You have to throw them a rope. So we had to run and get all the adults who weren't supervising us for some reason. They had to run down there and pull his ass out. That kid could have died. That was some scary.
That's like a childhood fear from a cartoon.
Yeah,
became real.
I forgot about that.
We talked about it on the last podcast. It's like
now.
one of those things where, like, when you're a kid, you think that's going to be like something you run into all the time.
Except it was reality for that kid. Yeah. He's probably scarred.
Looks out for quicksand still to this day. Like, make sure that anytime he steps on dirt, he's like,
He definitely has some PTSD.
Yeah, for real.
Dude, they say like if you fight it, the more you get sucked into it, right? And he was probably freaking the fuck.
Oh, he was flailing around.
You have to like spread your weight out. Like your surface area has to. You have to like lay down on your back or try to.
That bitch sunk fast.
Was it mud or was it actual sand? Like
no,
sand?
It was just mud, but it was so loose and like I guess maybe it had rained a lot and it like the ground was just really
suctioning
soft.
him in.
Yeah, Satan was sucking him to hell right there before our very eyes. It was crazy.
Imagine if he would have just died. That would have been crazy.
That is a horrifying, like, just thought.
Yeah, he's got to be scarred by it. I would imagine.
Like, just imagine it getting to the point where you can feel it like entering your mouth. And you're just like, oh, this is it. You're just inhaling
He was just
mud.
about there. It was up to his shoulder, so that bitch was gone.
That is horror.
It was.
That is
he had his arms out, like above. It was like up to his armpits. That's as far as he got.
Jeez.
Fuck that, dude. That sounds like a nightmare.
I would be more scared of that, seeing that in a movie, than just a guy getting his head cut off.
Dude, same.
Because suffocation's like,
same.
you experience that. Getting your head chopped off, you're kind of one and done, right? So.
Yeah. Well, I mean, getting your head shot, you have more of a chance of dying from suffocation than you do your head getting chopped off.
What if when you get your head cut off?
No, I'm saying more people, like, I mean, you eat food every day, you can choke on a piece of food and die.
Oh,
I thought you meant like if both happened,
people
your chance of living is greater. Yeah, you can easily live through a fucking decapitation, no problem.
Yeah.
If you're sinking in quicksand, just get someone to cut your head off, so that'll be saved.
Yeah.
Save some part of you.
You know what? Another thing I used to be scared of too when I was a kid that I think would happen a lot was being run over by a train, like being tied to train tracks and.
You've seen some classic black and white movies, baby. You've been watching too much. I've heard of people committing suicide like that. They lay their neck down on the track.
Oh yeah, there was somebody that did that. I don't remember.
Yeah.
I think that's happened to somebody recently. They literally just like laid on a train and just exploded. Oh.
People would lie to me when I was a kid. Like adults would gaslight me. There was some lady who was like a family friend that legitimately told me when I was 4 years old that I had an uncle who used to sniff Sharpies. And I'm pretty sure it's because I sniffed a Sharpie. She told me this story. He used to sniff Sharpies so often that one time he did it and he thought he was Superman and he ran in front of a train and tried to stop it and he died. But that shit never fucking happened.
Seems legit.
I can't believe a grown woman would tell a 4-year-old that. And I thought it was real for like half my fucking life.
She probably murdered him. That's her cover-up.
It's like some fairy tale to teach you a lesson. Like, don't sniff.
It's so weird how
okay, well, if Sharpies aren't supposed to be sniffed, why the hell did that red damn marker smell so good in school? You know the one I'm talking about.
Gas smells good. I don't give a fuck.
It does smell good.
They make them scented now.
Oh, dude, you remember in school when they used to make those pencils that had like scents?
Well, yes, I'm talking about the markers
too.
Yeah.
Oh, I never smelled.
There was a red one that smelled like cherry, and man, I got high as fuck.
Yeah, but no, yeah.
Yeah.
I always wondered if, like, did you guys ever sniff Sharpies?
Yes. that's
Other
what
than
I
the
was
ones
saying,
I'm
yeah.
talking
Man,
about.
I mean, like ones that weren't made to be sniffed.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know if those were supposed to be sniffed or not. I didn't feel too good.
I almost said Snarpies. What?
So just a black
What's-
marker, just a regular permanent marker. You mean?
Yeah, it would
No,
smell
I
it and it
didn't-
would
I didn't
smell
sniff
awesome.
those.
I did a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
I sniffed it and I never felt anything other than, okay,
I
that
don't-
was an
yeah,
interesting
I don't-
smell.
I think that's a wives' tale that you get high. It's got to be right.
I sniffed pure ammonia once in chemistry class. It burned my
How was
nose
that?
hairs out of my nose.
I used to always want to touch the dry ice because I was like, that shit's not going to hurt me.
Oh, dude, we were messing with these like acidic chemicals one time, and the teacher specifically said to wash your hands. I went and took a leak, and I burned my penis off.
Like the whole thing went bye-bye.
Yeah, the whole thing's gone. Now I just got a
That is
clit, but no, that shit
insane.
burned like hell.
Did you ever have anyone that had to use like the eye wash station
Yeah, I
and
did.
the
Oh, yeah.
shower?
People were, dude,
Yeah.
high school kids are retarded.
Yeah.
They should
I
not
can't
be
remember
giving them
why the kid
chemicals.
did it. All I remember is all of a sudden he was just like screaming, and then the teacher was like, "Oh, blah, blah, blah. Go and wash your eyes out."
I feel like
Yeah.
I remember somebody pulling the shower cord on somebody that was fully clothed just for no reason.
Nice.
Well, I mean, I don't know why they'd be naked.
I don't
to
think the
begin
one,
with.
the place I had the shower.
Go get
thing.
naked and rinse off. One of my friends, we were. There's some sort of chemical compound with Smarties. I don't know what the fuck we were doing with it, but this bitch, he took out his pen, one of those ink pens that had like a tube in it, and that bitch crushed up that Smartie and just snorted it right in the middle of the class. He was doing hard drugs.
Alrighty
Fucking
then.
wild.
People in my middle school, I know I've told y'all, they had Happy Crack, which was just, they called it Happy Crack, and they were like selling it in Ziploc bags.
What was it?
That was just, it was Kool-Aid powder and just like pure sugar mixed together.
And they would
Happy
snort
crack.
that.
And people called it Happy Crack. I don't know if they snorted it or if they ate it, but I was offered some, and I said no because they called it Happy
It was just
Crack.
dog food and glue.
Yeah, what a dweeb. I hope you got bullied.
I did.
Yeah.
I got bullied
You're
because I
lame.
didn't do Happy Crack in middle school.
I snorted Fun Dip in middle school, and my Korean teacher thought we all were like insane because we were.
Your Korean teacher?
Yeah, in middle school I had to take Korean. It was like mandatory, and we were sneezing blue, green, and red powder up for the entire 30 minutes that we were in there, and she was like freaking out because she thought we were like dying. She barely spoke
Korean.
any English at all.
And
Just
she's
like these fucking dumbass Americans.
She
who just-
hated me. She absolutely. I was her least favorite student by far, and she fucking. She would like target me.
Can't imagine why. You're
Yeah.
Just snorting Fun Dip in class.
It was before class in the bathroom, okay?
Oh yeah, that's fine. That's
I
I
that's
feel
feel
a
like
least
some
do it.
teachers just profile. Like some teachers
Oh,
just
for sure.
secretly profile kids.
for sure.
Well, when you're an alpha like me and you lead all the
Oh my
gentlemen in the
God.
class to do bad things,
No, I don't like you because you said that word.
Yeah.
I'm just being honest.
For
You had tiny balls in middle school. It's okay. I had big ones.
I got picked on in middle school a lot.
what? Being an ostrich?
Being fat. It was like my first experience. Well, actually, not really. Sixth grade was my first experience. Some people just don't like fat kids. I don't know why. Like the existence of a kid that's has more weight than you is like a.
But weren't
You just want them to die.
Didn't you just eclipse just about anyone though? Like who would actually try to take you on though?
Well, when I was in middle school, I was a puss. I was just a pussy. And I think the kids that were bullying me knew that.
That's probably why they bullied you. Yeah.
I never had
But
any
then
fights
high
or anything.
school, I started standing up for myself, so people stopped fucking around with me.
That's good.
I think bullying is good to some extent because it builds character, but
does.
it can definitely go too far.
Yeah, I mean,
a
yeah,
healthy amount.
for sure.
You know?
There is a cutoff point where you're taking the weirdest kid ever and turning him normal, and then that cutoff point of where it's going too far is you're taking that weirdest kid ever and you're turning him even more weird because you're fucking up with his you're fucking with his brain.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you're indirectly putting a fucking AR in his backpack.
Yeah. That happens.
I fucking hate bullies.
You are a bully.
Kids are mean.
Yeah,
Kids,
you're a bully.
well,
I'm not a fucking bully.
You're the
I'm
biggest
not a fucking bully,
bully
you
I've ever
fucking
met.
ugly idiot.
I'm not a bully, you dumbass piece of
fucking
shit.
Billy,
Fuck
Billy
you.
Ray Cyrus wannabe son of a bitch.
Bully Ray Cyrus. Yeah, no.
Well, you guys want to? We've been going for an hour and 40 minutes. It's about a long ass podcast.
Let's make it 2 hours. Fuck
We
it.
should snort G-sups.
Yeah,
Oh, that's good.
Code
Yeah, happy
Goons, get
crack.
your happy,
Happy
crack,
crack.
aka gamer subs.
Legal happy crack. Well, I guess the
Yeah.
stuff you had wasn't illegal.
G-sups is legal happy crack.
Yep.
Dude, we're doing this late. It's 11 p.m.
It
Yeah.
is.
Past my bedtime, boy.
It's only 8 here. I just forget how late it is for you guys.
Past my bedtime.
I'm ready to get